What is up, guys? I have a great day planned for today. John Graves is coming to pick up his 1960 MG. He'll have a nice ride home. It's sunny out and nice weather, so he lives about an hour from the shop, so he's coming to pick that up. Then we just have some other things that we need to do. We got to go pick up Paul Miller's car and just obviously work on the projects that are in the shop. So I will film what I can. As always, enjoy. Timmy's got this thing all finished up. I said, Timmy, have you ever driven this car? He said, nope. I said, do you want to? He goes, nope. So I gotta go give it a test drive. So I figured, I don't know, I'll take you with me. Probably the first 32 that I've ever driven. It's probably one of the first 32s that I ever saw, to be honest. So I've told this story before, but when we were kids, I was friends with, or I still am friends with, Paul's son, Paul. He's my age. So we used to go to their house all the time, and it was, you know, there was like parties and stuff. And I always remember people saying like how Paul's dad has all the cool cars. And when we were, I don't know, I just remember like knowing about, I don't know, knowing about this stuff. And I remember seeing this car years ago. Now this, when Paul got this car, it didn't look like this. But I remember seeing this 32 Ford, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew it was an old car. And years later, I opened my shop, and Paul, my friend Paul, told his dad, my friend Paul told his dad, you should have Jeremy build the car for you. And so that's what happened. Paul came to me and said, hey, I have this 32.3 window. It's original steel body. It used to be a race car. It's got a bunch of history, yada, 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 yada. And I want to build a hot rod. And at the time, he wasn't looking for like nice paint or anything like that. He basically just said, you know, I want to build a car I can drive around with my grandson, who is my friend Paul's son. But yeah, so I don't know. It's cool that this car is now, you know, a finished running, driving, awesome hot rod, and I'm proud of it. And I'm proud to say that, you know, we built it at 1945, and I just love this thing. So I don't know, it's right now I'm literally just on a test drive. What's up? Trying to put some heat in it and just make sure everything is good. I mean, I think everything's good, but we won't know until we drive it, which is what I'm doing right now. So after this, Paul has another car. He's got a 50, I think it's a 50 Willys. And when people think of Willys, they think of like those like tubbed out, like I don't know, like Pro Street style Willys. And that's not at all what a 50 Willys looks like. A 50 Willys looks like a shoebox Ford, or basically like a, you know, a two-door like sedan type of car. So anyways, that's what we're gonna be doing for him after this. And that car isn't like full crazy. Like at first he wanted to like put it on a chassis and build like this resto mod thing out of it. But for right now, we're not doing that. We're just gonna get it and then like make it run and drive and put glass in it. And, you know, just kind of like a, I don't know, a fun, simple car. So that's what we're gonna be doing with the Willys. So when we drop this off, we're gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up today or what, but that's like the next thing that we're gonna be doing for Paul. So Paul showed up with this, like, I don't even know what it is. It's like a light off of a boat. And at first I wasn't like totally thrilled with it, but it actually, it like fits in your hand kind of nice. Almost like it fits in your hand like you're shaking somebody's hand. It feels good. So it worked out perfectly. Timmy like just welded up a little plate and broken neck because you have to like put your head down like this to see. That's kind of like why roadsters are kind of cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing is awesome, but you're always kind of have this crooked neck, being able to be able to see out of it. One thing that's crazy about Paul's car is just how quiet it is. I'm going down the highway. I'm going 60 miles and 55 miles an hour right now. I'm talking, and you know, the only noise is the little bit of noise that's coming from the windshield, because I don't have the windshield totally closed right now. It's literally like, this car is just so quiet inside, it's awesome. And you know, it just has a ton of Vibro Solution sound deadening material in it. And you know, I mean, it has leather interior, so that kind of quiets some things up a little bit. But you know, in a nutshell, this car is just really nice to drive. I mean, it's not darty. There's no weird, you know, shakes or you know, speed wobbles or any kind of, you know, tire out of balance or anything. It's just awesome. Like, this car's got 40 Ford wheels on it with, you know, Firestone tires. And everybody complains about how terrible Firestones are, but, you know, I'm going down the highway right now with one hand on the wheel. I got no hands on the wheel. Literally. What hot rod does this? It's awesome. It literally, this is all early style Ford suspension. So this car actually has a Dago dropped axle. So it's a Model A axle in a 32, but it's an old original axle that was dropped like probably in the 40s or 50s, and the sides of it have been filled. I don't know. It's like literally just all original style suspension, and it just drives so great. And I'm so happy that this car drives as good as it does. Oh, it's so cool. Like, to drive a hot rod down the highway at, you know, highway speeds, excuse me, and be able to just talk. I mean, I'm talking to you guys right now, but you know, if somebody was next to me, you can just have a conversation with them the same way that you can have a conversation with somebody that is just driving a regular car. You know, I mean, I have friends with diesel trucks that are much more unpleasant to ride in than this thing. So what I always say about hot rods is cool is, you know, that guy that just passed me that gave me a thumbs up is driving a Subaru Outback. He was probably in his 60s. The reactions that you get from people in old cars like this is so much different than anything else. I mean, literally, it's like hot rods. You can have a 90-year-old lady give you a thumbs up, or you can have, you know, a 8-year-old little kid giving you a thumbs up. Like, everybody likes hot rods, and that's what's so cool about them. I mean, I like all kinds of cars. So whether it's like, you know, an exotic car, or if it's a hot rod, or if it's a 50s car, or if it's a muscles car, or, you know, whatever, resto mod or original car or whatever. I just like it all. I like Hondas. I'm a huge Honda guy. You know, and just import cars in general, you know, I like it all. And, you know, there's so many people that don't get it and don't like, I should say don't get it, but don't like certain things. Or really not so much that they don't like them, it just, you know, it doesn't speak to them. Where when you're in a 30s car, it's like crazy. Everybody likes this stuff. I think half the time people don't know what it is. They think is, you know, is that some sort of a tractor that's going down the highway next to me? But either way, it's just awesome. Like, this is such a nice car to drive. .327 small block Chevy, 4 Stromberg 97 carbs. The only thing like modern in this car is it has a T5 transmission. So it has like a 5-speed transmission out of what would be, you know, like an S10 or something like that. What that does is it gives you, gives you overdrive. It shifts nice. It doesn't shift like an old transmission. No, don't get me wrong. I Lincoln Zephyr transmission in it. But you know, for the most part, it's this thing's just nice to drive. So enough of my rambling.
Here we're gonna do a mobile unboxing video. Well, like you gotta go. Kind of engine you gotta start going before I can. All right, so here we have a crate motor. It's a 350, rated at 390 horsepower and I think 410 pound-feet of torque, from Blueprint Engines. All right, in Manitoba, Wisconsin. I don't know where they're actually from, but it's there now.
It actually came from Killer Crate.
Huh?
But anyways.
Jeez, I got a knife here. You trying to kill me? Oi, do you need my help? This knife is shit.
It's a Snap-on. It's the
Yeah.
best knife you can buy.
Okay.
This is also a Snap-on, and it's a better knife.
Blueprint Engines. Must be Italian.
This is.
Wait, oh, what's wrong? Look at this.
You're the Matt Brown hand.
No, this is the Yukon Cornelius. You know. Oh! Yeah, that makes more sense. There we go. Alright.
Now work your way down.
This is fun. Let's watch Matt Brown open a box.
I think.
Just use your imagination.
Are you sure?
Fun fact, when you're done opening the box, you can eat those little pieces.
You know what?
You can eat them.
I don't know why you guys gave me a claw here. I can literally just do this with my fists. Ooh, there's green. You know what that means? We got a little putt-putt place right here.
I'm gonna pull these out.
I'm gonna rip it apart with my bare hands.
You got bare hands?
I do.
Do you know about
Brown bear.
Do you know
to be
about?
exact.
Oh. See, the top doesn't even need to come off.
Let him did all that work for nothing. You know, whoever designed nails, give him a promotion. Definitely not Staples.
It's gonna be.
Right here, got your not GM Performance Chevy small block.
Yeah.
Sriracha. That's what they put in the Tostitos cheese dip. Here, give it a whiff. On my finger. So what BPE stands for, don't you, Hank?
BP oil spill.
Fix it again, Tony. 5-quart oil capacity without filter. Blah 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 blah.
So within about 20 minutes, the Willys is running beautifully. Well, not beautifully. The water pump is spinning some fluid. So this is a 57 Ford Fairlane 500. Carbs all rebuilt. Spent a bunch of time tuning it, getting it to run pretty good. Feels good. You know, we kind of had this weird issue with like tipping and it was like it was kind of it would like sputter a little bit and then go. You know, typical of like an accelerator pump issue. So anyways, we Oliver rebuilt the carburetor, and then putting it back together, it just kind of fought us. We really couldn't find a lot of information because the Fairlane 500 is a little bit different, and then the carb that's on it, we weren't able to get like the specifics, and not really like an expert on Y-block stuff with stock carburetors. But either way, it's now running great. It does, however, have a heck of a rear main oil leak, rear main seal. It's I just called Ron, who owns the car, and I said, Ron, everything's good, it's running good, but you got a little bit of an oil leak. I think it might be a rear main seal. He goes, no, I just had that replaced. I said, okay. So I don't know if we're gonna end up doing it or if he's gonna bring it back. I don't know where he had the car before, but either way, that is what's going on with that. But Paul's Willys is yeah, so this is rear main, and obviously you can see a bunch of speedy dry, so that thing's leaking pretty good. But that's that.
I know what's wrong with it. It's a Ford. You know what Ford stands for? Fix it again, Tony.
And on that note, see you guys tomorrow.